Hello, welcome to my new channel, That Bearded Shooter. My name is Josh. I wanted to go over 5 things today for all the new shooters out there, and maybe the shooters that have been around for a while. I just need a refresher, because in 2020, last year, we had a record-breaking number of new gun sales. New gun sales usually mean new gun owners. So there is 5 things that you need to know. 1, treat every gun as if it's loaded. 2, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. 3, keep your firearm pointed in a safe direction. And 4, know what is behind your target and around your target. And the last one is wear ear and eye protection. So let's go over each one of these a little more in depth. So the first one was treat every firearm as if it's loaded. Okay. Here is my everyday carry. It's an MP40 Shield, Smith & Wesson. It is unloaded. There is nothing in the mag well, and there is nothing in the chamber. Gun is clear. Treat every gun as if it's loaded. Even though this gun is obviously not loaded, the magazine's right here. My finger's still off the trigger, which brings me to number 2. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Lots of people like to rest their finger on the trigger or around the trigger guard. Keep your finger up until you're ready to fire. That's a big thing in the movies. It kills me when they're just walking around, they got their finger on the trigger. If you're ready to fire, put your finger on the trigger, squeeze, and take your finger back off the trigger. It's very crucial that people know that. And then always keep it in a safe direction. You always want to point it, whether it's loaded or not, because you always treat it as if it's loaded. You want to keep it pointed either at the ground, which is the best, or in a safe manner. I mean, you're at the range and you're on the line and you're shooting, and you go to reload and you drop the mag out and you pull the slide back, and what happens? Some people do this. Now you got your gun pointed at your person next to you. That's not good. So keep it in a safe direction. And then you need to know what's beyond your target. If there's a threat and you're shooting, say you're in public somewhere, there's a threat, you shoot the threat. Do you know what's behind that threat? The bullet may not stop. I mean, I have hollow points. But what if you don't? You should. What if you don't have a hollow? What if it doesn't expand? It goes through that person and shoots someone behind them on accident. You're in a lot of trouble. Even if you're at the range. I mean, you're at the range and you have this big mountain of dirt behind it. Or if it's an inside range, it's inside range. But let's say you're on an outside range and there's a big mountain of dirt behind it, and your gun shoots to the right or the left. Do you know where that's going? No, I didn't think so. So you need to know what's to the left, what's to the right, what's beyond your target. You should know what's behind you. I mean, there might be a threat behind you. You don't know. Gun safety is very serious. Eyes and ears also very nice to have. Eyes and ears, ear protection, so you don't have that ringing in your ears for hours and hours later. Eye protection in case something happens. Boom. You want to protect your eyes. Guns are very fun. Guns can be safe. Guns are also a tool. They will do what they're designed to do, which is shoot. But it's up to the person to determine where that bullet goes when that gun is fired. And that's what I'm here for. I just want to let everybody know gun safety is very serious. Owning a gun is very serious. Carrying one in public every day, very serious. I had to do a research paper for my public speaking class, and the topic I chose was gun safety. And I read that in 2019, because this is as far as they went when I did the research paper, there was 486 accidental gun deaths. Let that sink in for a second. 486 accidental gun deaths. That means that those guns were discharged accidentally. Probably because they didn't follow step 1 or step 2, which was treat every gun as if it's loaded and keep your finger off the trigger. Very, very, very important. And I'm sorry if I sound like I'm repeating myself over and over again, but it is very, very important. So all the new gun owners, if you liked this video, please give it a like. Please share it with everybody you know. This is very important stuff. And obviously, if you're watching this, since this is my first video, you're new to the channel. So we're gonna do some shooting. We're gonna have some fun. I've got some other stuff I wanna try out, but I just wanted to come on here and say, first and foremost, gun safety. So that's why I wanted my first video to be about gun safety, because it's the most important. So, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and y'all be safe.